Can you please tell us where we are?
Yeah, we are here at the Bräuhaus Südstern, located in Kreuzberg, Berlin. It's like in the middle of Kreuzberg. And the Bräuhaus is where Shopper Bräu brews his beers.
We zijn te gast bij een kleine lokale brouwerij in het hartje van Berlijn. Sasha is een van de brouwmeesters en vertelt over de brouwerij en het brouwproces.
We're a small brew pub. It's like handmade or craft beer. And we're making several beers. They're unfiltered, non-pasteurized, and quite fresh. This is one of our regular beers. We have actually always 4 on tap here in the Bräuhaus Südstern, and it's our most selling beer. We produce it for the brew pub and for certain other bars around Berlin. And it's a light beer. We in Germany call it Helles. The difference to a Pilsner is it's not that bitter than a Pilsner, and a bit more fruity because of the hops. It's around about 5% alcohol, 20 bitter units, and easy drinkable. So actually you can drink a lot.
And how long does it take to make such a beer?
To produce a beer, it's the normal working day, around about 6 hours. We are able to produce up to 900 liters a day, and then we have around about 1 week of fermentation, and then around about 4 weeks of storage.
Can you tell us what happens here?
What happens here is we start on the left batch. That's the mashing tun, and there we mix the malt with the water. Producing our mash, heating up like the mashing program. Then we start the lautering. Lautering means separate the solid from the liquid parts, and that's where we gain our wort actually. And it happens in the same batch. Then we go up to the middle. This is our heating kettle. There we heat up our wort to boiling process, add the hops for the bitterness, and then we boil it for around about an hour. Then we go over to the whirlpool. It's actually the last step. That we separate some proteins and some stuff we don't want to have in our beer. And then the last step, just cool it down and add the yeast.
Sasha, what did you just do?
Actually, it's some yeast. So we made a dark lager today, around about 700 liters. And I pitched some bottom fermenting yeast. You have to make sure that you work really clean, that the bucket is clean, that the tanks are clean, those yeast bucket is clean, and to make sure that you don't have any contaminations, you have to work quite fast. You don't want to have the tank for an hour open or whatever. So because in the air there are a lot of wild yeast that can contaminate your wort, and it's quite dangerous, everything. So.
And what if it is not clean?
Then maybe something else will fermentate, and you will have a sour beer in the worst case, or some strange flavors you don't want to have in your beer actually.
How many breweries are there here in Berlin?
I think around about 15, maybe some more, maybe some less, but in the last years and in the coming years there will be some more. There from year to year there pop up some new breweries or brew pubs. It's pretty interesting, and it's an interesting landscape of breweries here in Berlin. Yeah.
Why do you think that there are going to be more breweries?
Why?
Yeah.
I think because the people are bored of those big industrial beers, and they want back to the small brew pub around the corner. Like back in history there was way more breweries in Berlin and overall in Germany, and somehow they stopped working or died because of financial problems or whatever. And but the main thing is, I think, back or way off from the industrial stuff to a located brewery. Like the same with beer, like with food or wine or whatever. So I think it's a movement, and it's a change of thinking.